Ready, start. The Institute of Chartered Accountants has already issued auditing standards and the fraud reporting methodology is incorporated in those auditing standards full stop sir, comma, detecting the fraud has been left with the auditors which responsibility must also be entrusted to the management or its various officers like the managing director, comma, the chief financial advisor, comma, the administrator, comma, etc. Full stop. Sir, comma, the next amendment, comma, which is important, comma, is diluting the provision relating to loan to directors, comma, that is, comma, wholly owned subsidiaries and the directors have been exempted, full stop. I do not know why that has to be done, full stop. It is related to loans to directors, comma, that is, comma, an amendment to section 185, full stop. Then, comma, there is proposed amendment to section 188 full stop. Provision for special resolution under section 188 should also be seen in similar context, comma. Sir, comma, SEBI continues to provide for the requirement of special resolution for material related party transactions, full stop. The requirement of special resolution in the situations envisaged under section 188 would have made companies more transparent and encourage shareholders' democracy in the governance of the corporate, full stop. It may still be appropriate to modify the clause to require the special resolution in case where related party transactions involve an amount above a certain threshold limit, full stop. In order to encounter transparency, comma, explanatory statement as required to be given under rules to the shareholders should also state the criteria or the basis for the management for considering a particular related party transaction in the ordinary course of business and at arm's length, full stop. The SEBI requirements and provisions under companies law also differ on definition of related party transaction, full stop. While SEBI has aligned recently the criteria for material related party transaction, full stop, there are a number of differences on the corporate governance requirements as well, full stop. The government should evolve a mechanism so that the SEBI and the company's law requirements coverage in regard to listed companies and companies with significant public interest, full stop. This would greatly help in easing business in India as well, full stop. Sir, comma, the other amendments are consequential, full stop. I welcome some of the amendments and I request the government to look into the provision of section 143 and the special resolution, full stop. With these few words, comma, I support the bill and hope that the Honorable Minister will look into the suggestion and consider them seriously in the interest and benefit of the people of this country, full stop. Mr. Deputy Chairman, comma, I am extremely grateful to the honorable members who have spoken, full stop. In fact, comma, it is very rare, comma, as I said, comma, that law made in 2013 has to be reviewed, comma, because it is an act with 470 sections, full stop. Therefore, comma, a lot of representations had started coming in the moment this act was notified, full stop. There were some drafting oversights, comma, because it is a long act, full stop. Plus, comma, some inconveniences were felt when the act was being implemented, full stop. We, comma, therefore, comma, held several points which required to be revisited, full stop. Some of these points were revisited by virtue of notifications or even under rules, full stop. For example, comma, one of the issues that my friend from the opposition, comma, has raised is with regard to a large number of private limited companies and the provision of very onerous nature being made applicable to them, full stop. Now, comma, by virtue of a notification, comma, it was possible to give private limited companies exemptions from some of those provisions, full stop, and, comma, therefore, comma, those exemption notifications have been given and the pain of some of those provisions has been diluted by that particular process, full stop. Now, comma, I was, comma, initially, comma, able to shortlist 14 amendments and then 2 more have been added after the bill was passed in the Lok Sabha, full stop, provisions have to be brought in line with the international standards full stop. Now, the question asked is, why are we in a hurry? As rightly mentioned by some honorable members, people are finding it extremely inconvenient after this legislation to comply with all the provisions full stop, and therefore they are finding out devices of not forming a company and going in for other devices, including a limited liability partnership full stop. People are thinking whether it will be a better option to do business rather than a company registered under this act itself full stop. For example, you look at the subsection 6 of section 212 full stop. For some reason we have to be careful of this whole process full stop. About 4 years ago, even in the Custom Act, this provision was brought in full stop. So, a provision for bail which was considered very onerous even for anti-terrorism law is brought in for violation of the Companies Act full stop. So, it was earlier brought in under the Customs Act full stop. When I had pointed it out to the Honorable Finance Minister, he withdrew it being an onerous provision full stop.